Hello YouTube and welcome to another edition of the Lazy Girls Guide. Today we are about as festive as a Starbucks cup. We have like trees and reindeer. That's pretty festive. Oh wait, hang on. Santa hat, now it's a Christmas video. And Christmas time is a stressful time for the LG because our mind is saying, bake shortbread and put up a wreath. And our body is like, or Christmas movies in bed. Actually, while you're up, can you give me some of those shortbread? So I wanted to be here today to help a girl out because I know you all have good intentions. Christmas spirit, if you will. So let's bring that to life with... Okay, so I know this isn't exactly how I normally do my Lazy Girls guides, but you know what? I'm like 35 weeks pregnant. I don't want to stand and sit on my legs. Sitting feels more LGG than standing does. So first let's get started with the Christmas decor because I feel like once you unleash that Christmas mountain of like garland and tinsel, other two hurdles will be a breeze. When I bring out the baskets of all the Christmas decorations, I kind of want to just sit down and make homemade fresh hot chocolate from like the Swiss Alps, which I know isn't a thing and that's not where chocolate comes from, but doesn't that sound amazing? Anyway, decor. Tip number one, there is nothing more stressful to an LG than seeing 10,000 Christmas baubles just stacked in a crate in the basement. I don't want to make time in my life for that. So I suggest going for a few big focal pieces versus like a ton of like little knick-knacky things. I will even make you a list. Are you ready? Let's go. Number one, Christmas tree. Number two, hang a wreath on your door. It makes the point that you're Christmassy like right away. Number three, put ornaments in a bowl because you're just that Pinteresty. Number four, fairy lights. All of the lights. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I'm done. As a bonus point, if you get the little glimmer ones, they look really cool in your room like all year round. Although I don't recommend putting them in the shower because that's how you get electrocuted. And number five, candy canes. You don't even have to do anything with them. Just buying them alone makes you Christmassy. And voila! Instant Christmas spirit minus like 80 hours of work. Tip number two, make small swaps with your everyday items. So switch out your regular soap for Christmas scented one, or switch out your autumn scented candle for a more festive option. Or your spring one in my case. They even have Christmassy shower gel. This one is Christmas cookie. Like I'm not mad at that. It even has a recipe on it. I assume not for this though, because that would be weird. Don't put shower gel in your cookies. Now onto my favorite topic when it comes to Christmas, and that's baking. Cookie dough in the freezer, banana bread dough in the mixer, bun in the oven, all about the baking life. So here are my laziest tips when it comes to baking, although I will warn you that I'm kind of a cookie snob, so if you want to see a really good homemade recipe, go and check out the video on the screen. I'll put a card on the screen in case you're interested because those cookies are the best ever. Number one, buy the rolls of Christmas cookie dough. Now whether it's the ones that have like the little Santas on it or the cutouts, doesn't matter. You're festive. You like slide them out of the package and then you slide them in the oven and then you take them out and it's done. Like you literally cannot get any easier than this. Number two, baking without actually baking because sometimes the oven is not our friend. I get distracted. I was watching Friends. I didn't hear the timer go off. Or maybe I didn't set one, I don't know. I will list two no-bake cookie recipes in the info bar below in case you're interested. One does require a stovetop though, so keep that in mind. And number three, if you enjoy the idea of decorating a gingerbread house but want to cry every single time you see those epic creations on Pinterest,
they made bucket lights into Christmas lights.
I got you.
Like, why am I not this creative?
Introducing your new tradition, decorating a tree. Oh, hang on, you already do that. But this one is way more delicious. These creations are called candy Christmas trees, and all you need are ice cream cones, some icing, a bunch of like little candies and stuff, because let's be honest, that's the best part about decorating a gingerbread house is sitting down, watching Netflix, and eating a ton of candy. And if you want to be the epic hostess, I highly recommend checking out the link in the info bar below to the original recipe because the woman who created this filled it with cookie dough and with chocolate because she gets life. And lastly, gifting. Now I talked about this a little bit in my last year's Lazy Girls guide around Christmas time, so go and check out that video if you want some more ideas, but I do have two more tips that I want to share with you. Number one, probably my favorite, is the spend time together gift. I know we're LGs, but even LGs really enjoy like a good spa day or like a dinner out. Sometimes it's better to leave the house than have to get up and cook anything. It is a win for three reasons. Number one, there's no wrapping involved. See last year's wrapping fails for more details. Number two, it's harder to forget because there's kind of people counting on you not to stand them up. And number three, and probably the most selfish reason of all, is you get to have a fun day out of it as well. For me and my friends, we tend to do, you know, nails and Netflix parties or potlucks or something, you know, more festive and seasonal like tobogganing when I'm not pregnant. And number 2, baking gifts are awesome. I keep saying baking and thinking I'm saying bacon, and it makes me want to eat some bacon because bacon's delicious. Not only is this a relatively inexpensive gift, but you can also make a giant batch of cookies, and then you have gifts for like everyone and their mom. Bonus points if you get festive tins. And that is it for another round of the Lazy Girls Guide to Christmas. Give this video a thumbs up and share with friends and family if you found it helpful or found it entertaining in some way, shape, or form. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and check out my playlist to all of my Lazy Girl Guide in the info bar below. I hope you guys are having an amazing, amazing week so far, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Love you girls. Mwah!